Good morning, students. Students, we have covered all the topics of chapter number 1, Chemical Reaction and Equation, from assignment number 1 to assignment number 17. Today, in assignment number 18, we will discuss NCERT question answers. Before discussing the end exercise and NCERT question answer, we will recapitulate what we have studied in this chapter. Combination reaction. A reaction in which two or more reactants react to form a product. Decomposition reaction. A reaction in which a substance is broken down into two or more simpler substances by providing energy is known as decomposition reaction. Thermal decomposition reaction. The decomposition reaction in which energy is supplied to the reactants in form of heat. Photolytic decomposition reaction. The decomposition reaction in which energy is supplied to the reactants in form of sunlight. Electrolytic decomposition reaction. The decomposition reaction in which energy is supplied to the reactants in form of electricity. Reactant. A substance that takes part in and undergoes a change during a chemical reaction. Product. Substance that is formed as a result of a chemical reaction. Displacement reaction. The chemical reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from a compound is known as displacement reaction. Exothermic reaction. Reaction which produces energy is called exothermic reaction. Most of decomposition reactions are exothermic in nature. Endothermic reaction. A chemical reaction in which heat energy is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. Double displacement reaction. Reactions in which ions are exchanged between two reactants and thus forming new compounds are called double displacement reactions. Oxidation involves loss of electrons by an element. Reduction involves gaining of electron by an element. Oxidation agent undergoes reduction. Reducing agent undergoes oxidation. Where oxidation and reduction both reactions are taking place, the reaction is known as redox reaction. Generally, they both take place together. Now coming to our NCERT exercise question. The first question of our end exercise NCERT is, which of the statement about the reaction below are incorrect? The reaction is 2PbO lead oxide plus C carbon gives lead Pb plus CO2 carbon dioxide. Lead is getting reduced. B option. Carbon dioxide is getting oxidized. Carbon is getting oxidized. Lead oxide is getting reduced. Look, we are having oxygen with lead oxide and carbon is not having oxygen. In these reactants, we see lead oxide is having oxygen which is provided to carbon. So, the incorrect statements are A and B. Lead is getting reduced. Lead is not getting reduced. Lead oxide is getting reduced to lead. Carbon dioxide is getting oxidized is also false. Carbon dioxide is not receiving oxygen. Carbon is receiving oxygen, so carbon is getting oxidized. Got my point? Coming to second question. The second question is a reaction. The above reaction is an example of, and the reaction is Fe2O3 plus 2Al gives Al2O3 plus 2Fe. Here, the options are A. Combination reaction, B. Double displacement reaction, C. Decomposition reaction, or D. Displacement reaction. Here you see aluminium being more reactive than iron is displacing iron from its compound. So D option is correct. It is a displacement reaction. Coming to question number 3. The question goes like this. What happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings? Take the correct answer. And your options are A. Hydrogen gas and iron chloride are produced. B. Chlorine gas and iron hydroxide are produced. C. No reaction takes place. D. Iron salt and water are produced. So your answer should be A. Hydrogen gas and iron chloride are produced. And the equation goes like this. Fe, iron, plus 2HCl, hydrochloric acid, gives FeCl2 plus hydrogen gas. Coming to question number 4. What is a balanced chemical equation? Why should chemical equations be balanced? So, in this, you have to write the definition of balanced chemical equation and the importance of balancing the chemical equation. A reaction which has an equal number of atoms of all the elements on both sides of the chemical equation, that is in reactants and in products, is called a balanced chemical equation. The law of conservation of mass states that mass can neither be created and nor be destroyed. Hence, in a chemical reaction, the total mass of reactant should be equal to the total mass of products. It means that the total number of atoms of each element should be equal on both sides of chemical equation. Hence, it is for the reason that chemical equation should be balanced. On coming to question number 5. Question 5 is, translate the following statements into chemical equations and then balance them. A. Let's see them one by one. Equation A goes like this. Hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. And its balanced chemical equation becomes 3H2 plus N2 gives 2NH3. B. Hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. The balanced equation becomes 2H2S plus 3O2 gives 2H2O plus 2SO2. Hydrogen sulfide is H2S, oxygen is represented by O2, water H2O, and sulfur dioxide SO2. Third equation, barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to gives aluminium chloride and a precipitate of barium sulfate. Barium chloride BaCl2, aluminium sulfate Al2SO4 thrice, aluminium chloride AlCl3, barium sulfate BaSO4, and the balanced chemical equation becomes 3BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 thrice gives 2AlCl3 plus 3BaSO4. The fourth equation becomes potassium metal reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Potassium K, water H2O, potassium hydroxide KOH, hydrogen gas H2. Balanced chemical equation becomes 2K plus 2H2O gives 2KOH plus H2. Coming to question number 6, balance the following chemical equations. First equation is HNO3 plus CaOH twice gives CaNO3 twice plus H2O. The balanced chemical equation becomes 2HNO3 plus CaOH twice gives CaNO3 twice plus 2H2O. B part, NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. The balanced chemical equation becomes 2NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. C part, NaCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl plus NaNO3. Balanced chemical equation becomes NaCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl plus NaNO3. It is balanced itself. Fourth, D. BaCl2 plus H2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus HCl. Its balanced chemical equation becomes BaCl2 plus H2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2HCl. We have to balance the number of elements on each side. So coming to next question, question number 7. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following reactions. 4 reactions are there. First one is A part, calcium hydroxide, which is CaOH twice, plus carbon dioxide CO2 gives calcium carbonate CaCO3 plus water H2O. So the chemical equation, balanced chemical equation becomes CaOH twice plus CO2 gives CaCO3 plus H2O. B. Zinc plus silver nitrate gives zinc nitrate plus silver. Zinc Zn, silver nitrate AgNO3 gives zinc nitrate ZnNO3 twice plus silver. Balanced equation becomes Zn plus 2AgNO3 gives ZnNO3 twice plus 2Ag. C part, aluminium plus copper chloride gives aluminium chloride plus copper. Balanced equation becomes 2Al plus 3CuCl2 gives 2AlCl3 plus 3Cu. D part, barium chloride plus potassium sulfate gives barium sulfate plus potassium chloride. Barium chloride is BaCl2, potassium sulfate is K2SO4, barium sulfate is BaSO4, potassium chloride is KCl, and the balanced chemical equation becomes BaCl2 plus K2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2KCl. Now question number 8. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following and identify the type of reaction in each case. We have to balance the chemical equation and name the chemical equation, which type of chemical equation it is. First one, A is potassium bromide KBr plus barium iodide BaI2 gives potassium iodide Ki plus barium bromide BaBr2. So balanced chemical equation becomes 2KBr plus BaI gives 2Ki plus BaBr2. It is a double displacement reaction. B. Zinc carbonate gives zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. Remember, only one reactant is giving more than one products. ZnCO3 gives ZnO plus CO2, and it is a decomposition reaction. C. Hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrogen chloride. Recall, two reactants are giving single product. The balanced chemical equation becomes H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. Yes, it is a combination reaction. D. Magnesium plus hydrochloric acid gives magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. Balanced chemical equation becomes Mg plus 2HCl gives MgCl2 plus H2. It is displacement reaction. Coming to question number 9. What does one mean by exothermic and endothermic reactions? Give examples. Chemical reactions that releases energy in the form of heat, light or sound are called exothermic reactions. Example: when you react sodium with chlorine, it gives sodium chloride and 411 kilojoules of energy. Reactions that absorb energy or require energy in order to produce products are called endothermic reactions. In the process of photosynthesis, plants use energy from the sun to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. So photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction, and its chemical equation becomes 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives C6H12O6 glucose plus 6O2 oxygen. Question number 10. Why is respiration considered as exothermic reaction? Explain. Energy is required to support life. Energy in our body is obtained from the food we eat. During digestion, large molecules of food are broken down into simpler substances such as glucose. Glucose combines with oxygen in the cells and provides energy. The special name of the combination reaction is respiration. This combustion reaction is respiration reaction. Since energy is released in this process, it is an exothermic process. And the equation, chemical equation is C6H12O6 glucose when reacts with oxygen 6O2 gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus a lot of energy. Question number 11. Why are decomposition reactions called the opposite of combination reactions? Write equation for these reactions. Decomposition reactions are those reactions in which compounds breaks down to form two or more substances. These reactions require a source of energy to produce products. Thus, they are exact opposite to combination reaction, in which two or more substances combine to give new substances and energy is released. So, decomposition reaction representation may go like this. A product AB when have some energy, AB plus energy gives A plus B. A reactant AB when supplied with some energy breakdowns into A plus B. Its example goes like this. Electrolysis of water, electrolytical decomposition. 2H2O gives 2H2 plus O2. Combination reaction. When the reactants A and B react to form a single product AB and energy is released. Example: 2H2 plus O2 combines together to form 2H2O plus a huge amount of energy is released in this process. Question number 12. Write one equation each for decomposition reaction where energy is supplied in form of heat, light or electricity. We know when we supply heat to the reactants, it is a thermal decomposition reaction. When we supply light, it is photolytic decomposition reaction. And when we supply electricity, it is termed as electrolytic decomposition reaction. So the first one is thermal decomposition. Example, when ferrous sulfate is heated, it gives ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. The balanced chemical equation 2FeSO4 gives Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. Decomposition by light. When silver chloride is brought in the presence of sunlight, it decomposes into silver and chlorine gas. Balanced chemical equation is 2AgCl gives 2Ag plus Cl2. C. Decomposition by electricity. When electricity is passed through aluminium oxide, it breaks down into aluminium and oxygen gas. Balanced chemical equation is 2Al2O3 gives 4Al plus 3O2. Coming to question number 13. What is the difference between displacement and double displacement reactions? Write equations for these reactions. In a displacement reaction, a more reactive element replaces a less reactive element from a compound. Its representation is A plus Bx gives Ax plus B. Here A is more reactive than B, so it displaces B from Bx and forms Ax. The example is CuSO4 copper sulfate when reacts with Zn zinc gives ZnSO4 zinc sulfate plus Cu copper. In double displacement reaction, two atoms or a group of atoms switch places. They mutually exchange their places. They mutually exchange ions to form new compounds. AB plus CD, two reactants are there. When they react, they form AD and CB. B combines with C and D goes with A. The example, Na2SO4 sodium sulfate when reacts with barium chloride BaCl2 gives BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. Question number 14. In refining of silver, the recovery of silver from silver nitrate solution involve displacement by copper metal. Write down the reaction involved. Silver nitrate is AgNO3, copper Cu. Formula of copper nitrate is CuNO3 twice and silver is Ag. The balanced chemical equation becomes 2AgNO3 plus Cu gives CuNO3 twice plus 2Ag. Question number 15. What do you mean by precipitation reaction? Given example. A reaction in which an insoluble solid is formed is called precipitation reaction. For example, when sodium carbonate reacts with calcium chloride, it gives calcium carbonate, which precipitates down, it is solid, and sodium chloride. The balanced chemical equation is Na2CO3 plus CaCl2 gives CaCO3 plus 2NaCl. In this reaction, calcium carbonate is obtained as precipitate, hence it is a precipitation reaction. One more example. When sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride, it gives barium sulfate, which is solid and white in color, and sodium chloride. The balanced chemical equation is Na2SO4 plus BaCl2 gives BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. Question number 16. Explain the following in terms of gain or loss of oxygen with two examples each. Oxidation. We all know oxidation is gain of oxygen. If some element or compound gains oxygen, it is said to be oxidized. For example, first one, CO2 plus H2 gives CO plus H2O. Here, carbon dioxide is providing oxygen to hydrogen. So hydrogen is being oxidized in H2O. Second example, 2Cu plus O2 gives 2CuO. Here, copper is gaining oxygen from oxygen gas and forming CuO. Next reduction, it is loss of oxygen. When carbon dioxide reacts with hydrogen gas, it forms carbon monoxide and water. Chemical equation is CO2 plus H2 gives CO plus H2O. Here, oxygen is being removed from carbon dioxide and given to hydrogen. Carbon dioxide is reduced to carbon monoxide. So, which is being reduced? Carbon dioxide. Reduction of carbon dioxide takes place. Second example, copper oxide when reacts with hydrogen, it gives copper and water. Loss of oxygen is there in copper oxide. It becomes copper. So copper oxide is reduced to copper. Coming to question number 17. A shiny brown colored element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Name the element X and black colored compound. This X element is copper and the black colored compound formed is copper oxide, CuO. The chemical equation involved here on heating copper is 2Cu plus O2 gives 2CuO. This copper on reactant side is shiny brown in color, but after heating it in presence of oxygen, it becomes copper oxide, which is black in color. Question number 18. Why do we apply paint on iron articles? We all know iron articles are painted because it prevents them from rusting. When painted, the contact of iron articles from moisture and air is cut off, hence rusting is prevented. Their presence is essential for rusting the iron. Whose presence? Air, moisture, or you may say water. So paint cut off their contact with iron, hence preventing iron from rusting. 19th question. Oil and fat containing food items are flushed with nitrogen gas. Why? You all buy chips packet. These packets are fluffy. They are having air in them. This air is nitrogen. This gas is nitrogen. But why it is present there? Nitrogen is an inert gas and does not easily react with these eatable substances. On the other hand, oxygen reacts with food substances and make them rancid. Thus, bags used in packing of food items are flushed with nitrogen gas to remove oxygen inside the pack. When oxygen is not present inside the pack, rancidity of oil and fat containing food item is avoided and it is preserved for a longer period of time. Coming to the last question, explain the following terms with one example each: corrosion and rancidity. Corrosion is defined as a process where materials, usually metals, deteriorate as a result of chemical reaction with air, moisture, chemicals, etc. These chemicals may be acids or bases. For example, iron in presence of moisture reacts with oxygen to form hydrated iron oxide. Chemical equation: F4Fe plus 3O2 plus NH2O gives 2Fe2O3 NH2O. The product is known as hydrated iron oxide or rust. Rancidity: the process of oxidation of fats and oils that can be easily noticed by the change in taste and smell of the eatable item is known as rancidity. For example, the taste and smell of butter changes when kept for long. Rancidity can be avoided by storing food in airtight containers, storing food in refrigerators, adding antioxidants to the food items, storing food in an environment of nitrogen. I hope all the questions are clear to you. So here is the homework for you. You have to solve assignment number 18. Thank you.